Hello and welcome back to Paul's Beer Reviews. Hope you're doing well. I was halfway through a beer review and my camera decided to cut out, which was really fucking helpful. So I'm going to pick up where I left off. Luckily there's still quite a bit of beer left in the glass, so we're going to pick up where I left off with it. This is a beer from Verdant Brewing, and it's a double West Coast double IPA, and it's called Too Many Opinions Water Down the Original Idea. There is the artwork. Not much to write home about with that one. Got a blank can with a very slight picture of a West Coast on it. That looks very much like a Californian beach. This beer is 8% ABV West Coast double IPA. It contains Simcoe, Amarillo, Cascade, Columbus, Chinook hops. It's got water, barley, wheat, hops and yeast in it. First beer I've reviewed from Verdant Brewing. I poured it already. Here she is. Gold looking beer, orangey looking beer, quite light. Excuse me. There's quite a bit of life in it, and you notice at the bottom there's like a sack load of yeast and hops and sediment and bits and bobs that were in it. I don't mind that at all, but yeah, it's full of it. I'm going to get the aroma, and the aroma is quite yeasty. Citrus fruit. There's like lemon, lime, grapefruit in there. It's not a particularly tropical nose on this one. It's citrusy and yeasty. It's kind of a combination of citrus fruit and Marmite. It's the best way I can use to describe this aroma. But it's not the strongest aroma. And that's not really what you want to worry about. It's the flavour on this beer. It's on another level. Okay, so I'm going to do another one. So cheers. And again, it's a beer that puts a smile on my face every time I take a swig. It's really hoppy. It's got a really nice kind of peppery, spicy bitterness to the back end. And that bitterness lingers. But there's a lovely citrus freshness that accompanies that bitterness to it as well. This is a hell of a West Coast IPA. And I think considering it's a double and it's from Verdant, it was always likely to be one hell of a double West Coast IPA. It's got a very gentle carbonation to it. There's a lacing on the glass of this beer. A froth all over it. It's a quality beer. I'm just going to keep wriggling it. I'm going to try and get all that sediment and everything to really kind of disintegrate into the beer and get every last bit of flavour out of this beer that I can. So yeah, it's not a particularly complex beer, this one. But what it does do, it does extremely well. It's almost straight away, as soon as you kind of get the first flavour of it. It's a big yeasty and big hoppy flavour to it. And that citrus fruit is there. But nothing really jumps out. It's not like lemon or lime jumps out. It's not like orange jumps out or grapefruit jumps out. It's not like, you know, boy, it's not a New England IPA, let's put it that way. It's not a juice bomb. But there's still plenty flavour in it. And then when that bitterness comes in, it blends beautifully with that citrus, that subtle citrus fruit that you're getting. And if anything, it kind of calms down the sort of yeasty sort of flavour to it. And you're left with the hops, the bitterness from the hops. And it's quite warming as well. I mean, it's an 8% double IPA, this one. Double West Coast IPA, this one. And to be honest, I'm already kind of feeling the effects of it. I've done a few hours work today and come home and chilled, and I thought I'd do myself a beer after a shower. And this one's going straight to my head. It's a bit of a dangerous beer for the first one of the evening, but I just can't get over the amount in the bottom of that glass. I've had beers with a lot of yeast and sediment and things in before, but this one has got to take the title, I think. That's absolutely jam-packed. There's so much flavour in it without it being a juice bomb. If you like your West Coast IPAs, I really recommend you seek this one out, because it does everything you want a West Coast IPA to do. It's flavourful without being juicy, but a juice bomb. It's not overly fruity, it's not overly juicy, it's just got a nice level of fruit flavour to it, and it's bitter all day long. It's got enough bitterness to satisfy most palates, to be honest. It's got almost a creamy mouthfeel to it. It's not particularly watery. I mean, it is light, but the carbonation is really gentle. Which again speaks volumes for the hops in the beer, because it doesn't need that carbonation rush to bring the flavours out. Does it all on its own. This is a hell of a beer. It really is. It's very relaxed. There's not a lot going on with it. It just kind of it's a beer that knows what it's doing. It's a beer that knows what it is, if that makes any sense. You know, there's no frills with this. This is a straight up hot bomb of a West Coast IPA. If you like your West Coast IPAs, like I say, you really need to try this one. This is an absolute beast. Yeah, I'll do one more. Really calm, smooth, almost creamy mouthfeel, really gentle carbonation, citrus fruit, bit of a yeasty flavour, and a really nice bitterness at the back end. It's lovely, and it's warming. It's 8% ABV, so it is a strong one. It leaves a warming feeling back of your neck into my chest. It's very good, very good. Pardon me, my camera cutting out halfway through was kind of thrown me a little bit, so it probably might not come across as the best review I've ever done. I bought this beer in beer shop, my local beer shop in St Albans, and I paid about £5 for the can. Otherwise you might want to go straight to Verdant's website. Is that on this can anywhere? Oh yeah, Verdant Brewing. Is that meant to be .co.uk or .com? I don't know, there's letters missing there. Yeah, just go on the Verdant website and see if you can get this one. Too Many Opinions water down the original idea. West Coast double IPA. It's a hell of a beer. It really is a hell of a beer. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. It's an absolute stonker. Really is. Yeah, so apologies for the kind of shorter review and not quite a full review. You didn't get me opening the can and all that, but technology failed on me, so there we go. But this beer is it's a stunner. It's an 8% West Coast double IPA. Too Many Opinions watered down the original idea from Verdant. That's a 9 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed the video that you got. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Until my next one, you take care.